Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
Would you vote for Jon Stewart if he ran for president? If so, why? If not, why? No, he's not quite old enough. I only vote for people so old that they're dead inside and old enough where they won't have to live with the consequences of their decisions. I have great news for you. Stewart doesn't want to run, which is why he's even more perfect. Yes, mainly because he doesn't want to be president. I really hate that this throwaway pointless comment is my most upvoted of all time. The major problem, one of the major problems, for there are several, one of the many major problems with governing people is that of whom you get to do it. Or rather of who manages to get people to let them do it to them. To summarize, it is a well-known fact that those people who must want to rule people are, ipso facto, those least suited to do it. To summarize the summary, anyone who is capable of getting themselves made president should on no account be allowed to do the job. Douglas Adams. The Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Number 2. If anyone was wondering where this quote originates. Reddit. Stop making celebrities president! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Also Reddit. Relieved face. My celebrity's greater than your celebrity's cool. I mean, if we're comparing Jon Stewart to Trump then yes, unironically. No. Jon Stewart does more good on the outside raising important questions than he would on the inside. Being awash with the institutional chaos. Let him continue to do his good work. Give him more to do, bigger audiences, bigger platform. Let the politicians understand that they won't go unchecked with their bullshit. Give young journalists a reason to believe that asking the right questions is the way forward. We don't need to always elect the good guys. But we definitely need to stop electing the bad guys. Jon Stewart does more good on the outside raising important questions. I'm not sure we're appreciating how much power and influence the president has. The issues he raises as president will have a massively bigger audience and he gets to push actual legislation. Not only that, he has a better chance to win IMO than others, making it a lot less likely for an asshole to become president. The good that comes, not only from the work he could do, but also the bad that he could prevent from happening by winning, I think is unmatched. Let the man help animals on his sanctuary in peace. Learning he was vegan and had an animal sanctuary made my day. I loved him on The Daily Show as a teenager and it's always nice when you get to grow up and still admire those people. Always saw him as a wise, compassionate soul. It's clear that he practices what he preaches. See, I would vote for anyone running for president who was like this regardless of who they were. Doesn't matter if they were Jon Stewart or not so long as they had the same positive qualities as him. Society, do you accept this great honor that I have offered you? Jon Stewart. With all my heart. No. Society. John. That is why it must be you. https. u2.be/0aq3vu289ps. T equals 229. Exactly 100% this. Those who crave power most are the ones who least want to have it. This is the premise of Man of the Year, 2006, starring Robin Williams. Which is similar to the premise of Servant of the People, 2015, starring Volodymyr Zelensky, who then went on to become the actual president of Ukraine. Zelensky, the actor? Then who's vice president? Jerry Lewis? I have not seen everything Jon Stewart has done, but I know that in particular when he discussed a field I was knowledgeable in he missed the mark fairly significantly. With that said, I would not be afraid to vote for him because I believe he does have integrity and a drive to make the world better. Hopefully he can surround himself with a knowledgeable cabinet to help him and I would assume he would leave office with the US being on a better path than when he came in. Agreed. His testimony in the 9/11 firefighters case really opened my eyes to the fact that he believes passionately in doing the right thing and loves his country. Him and Gary Sinise as VP if we have to vote for celebrities versus incompetent geriatric gentlemen. Hopefully he can surround himself with a knowledgeable cabinet to help him. This is it right here. I feel like he's humble enough that he would do exactly this before making big decisions. There's a big difference between how he speaks about subjects in his comedy shows and how he would make decisions that affect millions of people. I feel he has shown us he is a humble, intelligent, and empathetic man. That alone puts him light years ahead of anyone currently in American politics. No. Can we all be done voting for celebrities? Idiocracy was supposed to be satire, not a prophecy. This entire thread is the most Reddit thread ever. It's embarrassing. I love Jon Stewart but he'd make a terrible president. What's next? Reddit. Would you vote for Keanu Reeves for president? Exclamation mark quote. The skill to be a powerful critic and agent for change is not necessarily the skill to be the power. Truth is spoken to, as an observer, commenter, and participant in the public discourse. He can stand firmly on his principles and advocate for balancing power. Becoming that power would create opportunities to claim his integrity was being compromised, diluting his productive efforts with the need to defend his positions and decisions against frivolous attacks. He can do more good where he is, I think. No. Because I live in Brazil. I would not vote for him for a different reason. I live in South Africa. I wouldn't vote for him either. But not because of either of these reasons. It's because I live in India.